Good morning, everyone. We want to welcome you to our webinar today. We're going to be talking about Windows 10, finding out all of the new and improved features. I know I'm excited to learn about this. Just to remind everyone before we get started with our webinar, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them right into the question box. And I also want to remind everyone that this and all of our webinars are recorded and we post them to our website. So you can find the recording of this webinar later this afternoon on our website, which is innovia.com. So without further ado, Sarah, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Thank you, Abby. Good morning, and thank you for attending this webinar on Windows 10, What's New and Improved. My name is Sarah Keck, and I am a technology consultant here at Innovia Consulting. I have been with Innovia, formerly ABC Computers, since 2013, and I will be your presenter for this webinar. Okay, so before we begin, let's talk a little bit about who is Innovia Consulting. Innovia Consulting is an IT services firm and reseller of software used by businesses to manage accounting, manufacturing, and distribution. We have 30 plus years in business, 52 team members, and 4 locations. Here's just a couple customer examples of who we service. Cat plugs, Culvers, Bulldog, Battery, and a couple more. Okay, so let's get started. What's new and improved in Windows 10 from previous operating systems? For example, Windows 7 or Windows 8 8.1. Windows 10 introduces what Microsoft describes as a universal application architecture, which is expanding on the Metro-style apps. These apps can be designed to run across multiple Microsoft product families with nearly identical code. This includes PCs, tablets, smartphones, embedded systems, Xbox One, Surface Hub, and HoloLens. Windows 10's user interface was revised a bit to handle transitions between a mouse-oriented interface and a touchscreen enhanced interface based on available input devices, particularly on tablets such as Microsoft Surface Pro. Both interfaces include an updated Start menu that comprises a design similar to Windows 7 but with Windows 8 tiles, which we will go into a little bit more in a bit. So basically the goal was to make Windows 10 as seamless as possible, moving from device to device. Oops, wrong. All right, so the new features to be covered. In addition to new universal application architecture, there are numerous features Microsoft has introduced in Windows 10. The first is the Start menu. The new Start menu is a bit different from Windows 8, but is very similar to Windows 7. The next one is the Charms bar, the disappearance of it, introducing Cortana, your new personal assistant. And we got a new browser called Microsoft Edge, and how they work together with Cortana. And both Cortana and Edge team up to make it easier to do searching and get around on the web. And we'll go through some tips and tricks. So starting with the Start menu, the classic Start menu is back, and it is where it used to be before, Windows 8, but it has the look of Windows 8 Start screen and has kept some of the touch and tablet features. From the Start menu, you can get to File Explorer, Settings, Power Commands, and Apps. And I'm actually going to show you a little video real quick that will go through these points as I speak to them. And I'll switch screens for you. Okay, so here is my little video. So from the Start menu, you would just go to the little Windows key, and there's your Start menu. You can see all your most used, your recently used. From there, you can get to your File Explorer, Settings, Power Commands, and all apps. You get a scrolling start menu that's restricted to a single column with jump lists and flyout menus for extra options. And, let's see, the option is to scrolling view of all of your applications and sorted alphabetically. The start menu is also very customizable. You can simply drag and drop your applications to add them to the start menu to make it easier for your to get to your applications quicker. From there, you can resize them, make them larger, smaller. If they're live applications, it gives you more detail, such as the weather here. It can show you more than just the day. And from there, you can also change the size of your start menu. If it's too big, make it smaller. All you got to do is drag the edge, make it smaller or bigger. But if you're one of the few who actually like the Windows 8 start menu, you can go to your settings, personalization, and go to start. And you can use the full start screen if you're used to that for Windows 8 and like that. It is a little different though. You go to your little Windows key. It does show your big start menu, but it also has that smaller menu that will show your most used, and it will also show all of your programs on that same screen. So to change it back, you just go back to those three little lines, bring up that menu, go back to settings, go to personalization, start, and disable your full screen. So then when you go back, it's just going to be your regular small start screen. From here, you can also choose whether you want those recently apps or most used apps to show. So here is your small menu. All right, so that is the new start menu. All right, and the charms that was introduced in Windows 8 is now not in Windows 10. No more charms bar. The search can actually now be accessed from your taskbar. That little Windows key, that is always there on your taskbar, so you can also search right from there. You don't have to actually go to your charms bar at all, because you don't have that anymore. You can then type your term, keyword, phrase, and you can choose to search the PC, My Stuff, or web sharing is now available by pressing the Windows key and the letter H. The start menu, as I said, is always available on your taskbar. Devices now can be found within the settings menu.
Sarah, I'm sorry to interrupt you. We're still
Yes.
viewing the paused video, and I don't know if you mean to be showing us that, or if you mean to be showing us a PowerPoint slide.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Let me go back to that. Would you like me to? Here we go.
There we go. Now we can see what you're talking about.
Here you go. So, yeah, and there wasn't really anything else that I was really showing you. This is about the start menu after the video was the charms, and here I was just showing you what the charms looks like on your Windows 8, and you no longer have that. So now the search, I'll just go through that real quick. Search is on the bottom of your taskbar, or you for the next one is share, so you can hold down your Windows key and press the letter H. You can get to that part of your charms. The start icon is always visible in your taskbar. Your device options is now available in the settings UI, and that's what the settings UI looks like. What used to be the PC settings in Windows 8 is now that modern UI app settings menu can be accessed a couple different ways from the start menu, or you can click that Windows key plus the letter I, and that will pop that up. All right. Notifications. In Windows 8.1, notifications reminded you about birthdays or Facebook messages. In Windows 10, this feature displays notification cards at the bottom of the screen. But if you don't pay attention to them and want to check them later, you can click the notifications icon positioned next to the system clock. Also, there is a button for turning location on or off and for locking the rotation for tablets and phones, plus shortcuts for the Settings app, Bluetooth settings, and for the VPN portion of the Settings app. Another new feature is Cortana. Cortana is Microsoft's version of Apple's Siri. It is your new personal assistant who will help you find things on your PC, manage your calendar, track packages, find files, give you reminders, and chat with you, and you can even tell jokes. Here are some things that you can say or type to Cortana. These are just some of the questions you can ask. Oops, I went a little too fast for it. To get started, you just type a question in the search box on the taskbar, or you can select the microphone icon and talk to Cortana. Though typing works for all PCs, you need a mic to talk to Cortana. The Cortana UI, there are 4 different icons. The first one is your home. This is where you will see your news, your tips, weather, etc. based on your settings. The second one is your notebook. That is where your settings are located. You can change what Cortana has access to on your computer, and if you want her to give you suggestions, alerts, ideas, reminders, and more. Your Reminders tab will display any appointments, meetings you have set up, and requested reminders. Feedback tab allows you to send suggestions, complaints, and comments to Microsoft. And it also lets you throw in some screenshots if you need to. So Cortana is customizable, as I said. Although it does take quite a bit of room on your taskbar, you can always change it. This whole bar down here with the circle, that's Cortana search bar. You can change it by change the icon by right-clicking on the empty space on the taskbar. Go to Search, and then change Show Search Box to either show Cortana icon or have it hidden. If you change it to hidden, or if you change the icon, you will just see the little circle. And here is the, going back to the notebook, that's where you want to add any settings to change the customization of your home page. You can tell Cortana about your interests, favorite places, and things you want to keep up on. You can add more info about yourself in the notebook to get better, more personalized help from Cortana. Here are some of the categories you can include. Weather, you can keep up to date on the weather, where you are now, or somewhere even far away. News, you can find out the latest on whatever topic you choose. The travel, Cortana can track flight itineraries for you from your email and give you your flight status, traffic conditions, and the weather at your destination. And getting around, find out how traffic is, looking on your normal routes, and have Cortana tell you when you're going to need extra time. To get to Cortana's notebook, once again, select the search box in the taskbar to open Cortana Home, then select the little notebook icon. And Microsoft Edge. It is introducing Microsoft Edge, which is the new, smaller, more streamlined web browser from Microsoft, which features that let you write on web pages, read without distractions, and do more. One of the features I would like to point out is the hub. It has all of your stuff in one place. So you can think of the hub as where Microsoft Edge keeps the things you collect on the web. To get to the hub, select the 3 lines icon to view your favorites, reading list, browsing history, and current downloads. If you're looking for your favorites from that are currently in your IE, you can go to the hub, you can choose favorites, and then select import favorites, and choose Internet Explorer. It will automatically import those for you. You can also search faster from the address bar. No need to go to the website to search for pictures or articles. You can save time by entering your search in the address bar. You'll get search suggestions, instant results from the web, and your browsing history right on the spot. All right, so Microsoft Edge, a couple of those features again. Take your reading with you and read without distractions. Reading list gives you a place to save articles or other content you want to read later. The read without distractions remove ads and banners, and you can also write on the web. You can make notes on the web page and save for later. So here I'm going to open up another video and hopefully I'll get it right this time. I'm going to switch screens. All right, so here is my video. All right, so there's the favorite star. You can add it either to favorites or to your reading list. From there, you can just go back to your reading list and get to your article you just added. To change your web page article to read without distractions, you just click that little book and it takes away your ads and banners. And then you mark up the web pages, click that little edit, and from here you can mark it up, circle things, write on it. You can highlight areas, highlight paragraphs, words. You can, if you make a mistake, use your eraser and erase all your markings. And then you can also add text boxes. So if you want to make some notes, and that will stay there. You can move it wherever you want, add it wherever you want. And then you can drag to copy region. So if you want to do a clip of the web page and save it, you can do that. Or you can just save the whole web page as it is. Click Save, Reading List, and there it'll say the name of the page and Web Notes. And click Add. And then when you go back to the hub, go back to Reading List, and you'll see your Web Notes. You go back there, and all your changes will be there. So I believe I'm going to switch back. Remember to do that this time. Okay, so that's Microsoft Edge. Now, Cortana and Edge together. Only Microsoft Edge has your personal assistant Cortana right in your address bar. She's there to help you do things faster and easier, like helping you make reservations and providing instant directions to the perfect dinner spot. When you stumble across a topic on the web you'd like to know more about, Cortana is your ready and able all-knowing guru. Highlight a word or phrase and press and hold or right-click it, then click Ask Cortana to find out all about your topic. And on the right you'll see what it's found. Then you can click on links to get to different articles or do a search on Bing. Some additional features Windows 10 has, the new task view. This is an option where you can have multiple virtual desktops. You click on the little task icon on the bottom in your taskbar, and it will bring up the native virtual desktop feature. You can now have the multiple virtual desktops and flip back and forth. And I'm going to show you one last little video here to kind of demonstrate this. Okay, so the first thing you do is you go down to that little task icon. I can't really see it. And then you click New Desktop, and it'll bring up a whole new blank desktop. From there, you can open up, any applications that you need. I'm just going to open a couple here. Although I did find out that Edge will only work on one at a time, Microsoft Edge. But if you open up a couple different, if you're having a couple different projects, you can open them up here, and you can open them up on your other desktop. So you can flip between them too. By going to Task View, you can just click whichever desktop you want, and you can swap windows. go back and forth, add, subtract. In order to get rid of them, just click the X, and you're back. And if you have multiple screens, you're going to have multiple screens on each virtual desktop. And when it's in that thumbnail view, you can just swap the windows back and forth. It's really easy. And another new feature, apps now open a desktop window rather than the full screen app. They also have a mouse-friendly toolbar of options across the top. These include the mail apps and calendar, and they're much easier to use and faster and more responsive. You also can now schedule reboots for a specific day or time on the PC level. You go to your settings, go to Update and Security, Windows Update, and from there you can select date and time so that you can have it automatically restart for you, which is something new for Windows 10. For those of you who like keyboard shortcuts, here are a couple you can use in Windows 10 with a couple brand new ones. Snapping window, Windows key plus the left or the right. It'll snap your window to the left or the right of the screen. Switch to a recent window. That one it's been around for a while, so Alt-Tab. If you hold, shows new, task view, window view. Let go and switches to app. Task view, Windows plus Tab. So instead of just clicking the task view icon, this is a quicker way to do it using Windows plus the tab. Create new virtual desktop, Windows key, Control D. Close current virtual desktop, Windows key, Control F4. Switch virtual desktop, Windows key, Control left or right. So how do you get Windows 10? Well, you can upgrade for free until July 29th, 2016, a year after the release date, as long as you have a genuine copy of Windows 7 or 8. If you have a reserved copy of Windows 10, you can upgrade through Windows Update anytime. And the way to do that, if you didn't, you can use the Get Windows Update little icon in your taskbar. If you didn't reserve your copy, you can still use that Get Windows 10 pop-up message in your toolbar. As long as your automatic updates are on and all your updates are installed, you should see that icon. Click on it and you will be walked through the upgrade process. If you don't have a genuine copy of Windows 7 or 8, you can either purchase Windows 10 from a retailer or you can get it from Microsoft Online Store. You can also purchase a new PC with Windows 8.1 or 10, and Windows 8.1 will automatically come with your pre-upgrade. And here are just a couple graphs to show you the upgrade additions if you have Windows 7 or 8, what kind of addition you'll get for Windows 10. And that is it. So are there any questions?
We do have a few questions, Sarah. Here's our first one. What happens if a web page I'm on doesn't look right or has display problems in Edge?
I have run across that a couple times because the coding is a little bit new. You can click on those three dots that are in your menu bar, and right there it says choose to open with Internet Explorer, and will automatically pop open your Internet Explorer and open that web page. So no need to copy the URL and paste it into Internet Explorer. It's an option they have already built in. It's pretty easy.
Okay, great. Our next question.
Any other question?
Yeah, our next question here. How do you boot Windows 10 to safe mode?
That was a big thing moving from Windows 7 to 8. It was kind of hidden in Windows 8, and they made it a little bit easier in Windows 10. The fastest, quickest, easiest way, hold the shift button down when you click restart. It will automatically reboot you to the advanced startup options screen, which appeared in Windows 8. So that screen is the same where you click You clicked Advanced Startup and you will have, I think it is the Troubleshoot. I believe you click the Troubleshoot first, and then I believe it's the Advanced. And I think you can just, from there, you can choose your whether you want to boot it to safe mode with networking. That's all available to you. So that you can do it that way, or you can do it under settings. You can go to where it asks you to reboot in the Windows settings. Let me see. Yeah, update and security. And then you can click recovery. And under advanced startup, click on restart now. So there's a couple different ways. The easiest way is just hold down your shift button and click restart now. And from there, you'll get that advanced startup settings, and then you can click safe mode with networking or safe mode. So it's a little easier than Windows 8. So.
Okay, great. We do have one more question. So here it is. I've heard about Windows Hello, and it's supposed to increase security. What is that?
Windows Hello is designed to allow users to sign into the computer without a password. It's the newest technology where it uses facial recognition. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of laptops that have this special kind of webcam installed on it. By the end of the year, there should be a lot more available. If you go to Intel's site and search for Intel RealSense technology, it'll bring up some laptops that are available that have that technology installed with their with the webcam. A little more expensive, but that way you have a more secure login. But as Windows 10 is out longer, you'll get more laptops with that ability. Unfortunately, Surface Pro 3s don't have that yet supported camera, but I guess we'll just wait and see how many have that available. So it's a pretty cool thing, but it's a little expensive at this point, I believe.
All right. Well, Sarah, that is all of our questions right now. I do want to remind everyone that they can watch a recording of this webinar and all of our other webinars on our website, which is innovia.com. And Sarah, thank you so much. I know I learned quite a bit about Windows 10, and I'm sure all of our attendees did as well.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We will see you at our next webinar.
Thank you. Oh, God, that was wonderful.